Okay, so we introduced the topic of what a physical chemist might call thermodynamics, but instead what I call energy and life. Energy and life. So what we've done now is to really focus on the energy side of that equation, but we use life as examples. Stop talking. And so I began this whole topic by posing one simple question. What makes a chemical reaction product favored? And at the end of last class, we decided that one, and it's more of a consequence, is that the equilibrium constant is greater than 1, but that doesn't really answer the question. But second key thing that we realized was some combination of a negative delta H of reaction and a positive delta S of reaction, that if a reaction is product favored, it is because of some combination of a negative delta H of reaction and or a positive delta S of reaction. And so the way to think about it, very important concept, is in order to be product favored or spontaneous, it's either got to release heat or energy out into the universe. If delta H is negative, then that's heat that gets released out to the universe. If delta S is positive, then perhaps that's molecules that get released out to the universe. And so this really comes back to this notion of the second law of thermodynamics. For a reaction to be spontaneous or product favored, it must in some way increase the entropy of the universe. It can do that by two routes: releasing heat via negative delta H, or releasing molecules out into the universe via a positive delta S. So important to get those simple ideas into your head. Now, negative delta H is easy to wrap our brains around. It's just a reaction that's exothermic. Positive delta S, which is the essence of the second law, is a little harder to wrap your brain around, but I gave you the idea, the simple notion that a hot frying pan cooling in the air is a positive delta S because it takes the heat initially localized in one small place and disperses it out into the universe. Positive delta S. And so we can think of given this idea, we can think of simple chemical processes that might have a positive delta S. There's a reaction of some importance commercially. You would look at this reaction, and believe me, on quiz 2 and on exam 2, you'll be given reactions like this, and you will be asked to predict whether delta S is positive or delta S is negative. This is the first example of that kind of thing. And you would predict this has a positive delta S. Why? Because it releases a gas out into the universe. And that gas is free to randomly walk wherever it wants to go. And that makes for a positive delta S. And so we learn now in a chemical sense that any reaction that in the net produces gases will have a positive delta S. If any reaction that in the net disperses mass out into the universe, that's our pretty much guaranteed definition of a positive delta S. Yes?
That's supposed to be CO2 or?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you. Only one person realized that I was missing a carbon. CO2 gas. Yes. And so that's a simple way to think about reactions that have positive delta S. Another way to think about it, very, very importantly, is a positive delta S takes order and makes disorder. Anything that takes order and makes disorder will have a positive delta S. So the dissolution of anything, pretty much, no, I shouldn't say that, it's not that simple, but we talked about taking potassium nitrate solid, low entropy state, putting it in water, to randomly walk, obviously, order to disorder. So anything that takes an ordered state and makes a disordered state, that has a positive delta S. You could think about smoking a cigarette. You got this little tube of tobacco, solid, suck it in, blow it out. You took that solid and you dispersed it out into the universe, so it has a positive delta S. So anything that disorders things, anything that sends gases out to randomly walk, that will have a positive delta S. And again, why do I keep stressing positive delta S? Because positive delta S is one of the criteria that we've now come up to that will help make a reaction product favored. And so conceptually, we can also think about it this way. What are the entropy winners and what are the entropy losers? In high school, I was an entropy loser. No idea what that means. Probably doesn't mean anything. Okay. So I like this view graph. Really makes you think. Oh, there it is. I like this. I don't show a lot of view graphs, as you know, but I like this one because this puts together a lot of these notions about entropy. So this is a plot. This is from your book, I think. This is a plot of, on the y-axis, of entropy, and on the x-axis, temperature. So let's go right here. This is on the Kelvin scale. That's absolute zero. Absolute zero. Pretty much everything is a solid at absolute zero. Everything is a solid at absolute zero. Well, I don't know. There are weird states of matter. Who knows? But pretty much everything's a solid at absolute zero. Solids are entropy losers. In the solid, the poor atom in the solid can't move at all, maybe can vibrate a little, but that's about it. Entropy losers. But if you heat that solid, the entropy increases. What does that mean? That means if I'm that atom in that crystal, as you heat me, so initially at absolute zero, I am dead. I am motionless. A little heat in, boom. My neighbors and I start vibrating, boom, boom, boom. Put more heat in, boom, 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 boom. Put more heat in, boom, 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 boom. You can see it, there it is. There's that increase in entropy. But look what happens when the stuff melts. When the stuff melts, big increase in entropy. Why? Because now, before that melting point, here I was stuck in this crystal lattice, and the crystal melts, and now I can randomly walk all through this liquid now. I can go wherever I want to go. So big jump in entropy. So relative to solids, liquids are entropy winners. Solids, entropy losers. Liquid's better, but look at the big jump when we create a gas. So let's start here. So let's start right here. So I'm the liquid, I'm the molecule in the liquid right above the boiling point. So I'm like, oh, this is fun. I can randomly walk. Look, I'm randomly walking wherever I want to walk. This is all right. But then we increase the temperature. What do? Whoa, somebody just kicked me in the butt. Yikes, now I'm over here. Yeah, I'm back over here. So my entropy is going up because I'm moving faster, because all of my neighbors that are around me are moving faster. So entropy goes up, 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 up. So what are we learning? Entropy is about molecular motion. Entropy is about molecular motion. It's about the random walk. Send things free to random walk, you increase the entropy. So then, boom, it evaporates and becomes the gas. Huge jump in entropy. Why? Because of the viscosity difference. Imagine honey. It's a liquid. Has a very very high viscosity, right? It's thick. What that means is me as a randomly walking molecule of sugar in that honey, I can barely get my way through this highly viscous medium I just got, and then boom, I get hit this way. But in the vapor phase, the density is enormously lower. There's no viscosity. So when I get kicked in the rear from a randomly walking other gas molecule, I can go shooting down this hallway. So gases are the entropy winners because the random walk is possible over larger distances and with higher velocities in the gas phase. So it's all about the random walk here. Put it in the solid phase, you make the random walk impossible. The best you can do is get these atoms to vibrate. Put it in the liquid phase, now the random walk is possible, but I keep running into my neighbors, and so I can't walk very far very fast. Put me in the gas phase, and now I'm completely and utterly free. So, key point in understanding entropy changes, anything that increases disorder. Key thing to understanding entropy changes, go back to this chemical reaction now. Solids are entropy losers. So this reaction takes one solid and converts it to another. One loser got converted into another loser. But it also created CO2 gas, the biggest entropy winner. So solids, entropy losers, liquids in the middle, gases, entropy winners. And again, all goes back to answering this question. If we want this process to be product favored, it would help if it had a positive delta S. Now, I want to work a problem. There will be a problem like this on exam. Might even be on quiz 3. I don't remember. I don't remember now. But this is what I call the nuts and bolts problem that helps you see. So basically what I have given you now is qualitative feel for what delta S is and how that might help make a reaction product favored. Let's take an example of that and calculate that idea. So here's, my favorite reaction. Okay, first question. Positive or negative entropy change? Negative entropy change. How do you know that? You take 4 gas molecules, happily randomly walking 4 gas molecules, and you end up with only 2 gas molecules. It's a very important thing, Again, concept, important. Any chemical reaction that takes many pieces and makes few pieces would have a negative entropy change. So that's what this does. It takes 4 pieces, 4 molecules, and it makes 2. So we predict right off the bat that this would have a negative entropy change. In contrast, any chemical reaction that takes, say, 1 big molecule and chops it up into a lot of little small molecules, you'd predict that would have a positive delta S. So making particles is good, losing particles is bad in terms of entropy. And indeed, we're given that the standard entropy change for the reaction is minus 197 joules per Kelvin. All right, so this is the first time we've introduced the units for entropy. Entropy is an energy-related term. How do I know that? Because joules is the denominator, numerator, yeah. And, but it has these interesting units of joules divided by the temperature in Kelvin. We'll come back to that, but this is important whenever you are introduced to a new concept, a new parameter in science. Very, very good to know what the units of that parameter is. Joules per Kelvin, very important concept. It says, 1, that it's an energy term. It's joules. But 2, for the same value of delta S, what would you get higher energy? Low temperature or high temperature? Says you get more energy at a high temperature, right? Because you got to multiply delta S times T. Delta S times T another very important concept to note about entropy. Because of its units, joules per Kelvin, multiply the entropy by a temperature, and that gives you the energy. So again, we began this by saying we've got to keep the books of the energy. Delta S is one key way of keeping the books of the energy. All right, so we're given that, right? And we're also given put it over here. Okay, certainly a problem you will encounter soon. And it's an important problem because it puts it all together. So it says, calculate delta S of the universe. Well, that's a big clue for us, because in order for action to be spontaneous or product favored, delta S of the universe must increase. Delta S of the universe must be positive. Entropy of the universe must increase. So it says state whether it's product favored. Well, If delta S of the universe is positive, it's product favored. If delta S of the universe is negative, it's not product favored. So you can write the reaction any way you want, but it's not going to be product favored unless delta S of the universe is positive. Again, second law of thermodynamics, the entropy of the universe must increase for a product favored reaction. Okay, now, very interesting set of numbers here. We said a positive delta S can help make a reaction product favored. Very important concept to get. A positive delta S can help make a reaction product favored. Oops! This doesn't look good. It's got a negative delta S. Does that mean it's not product favored? No, because we also said a negative delta H can help make a reaction product favored. So this is helping, and this is not helping. Negative delta H can help make a reaction product favored. Okay, good, we got a negative delta H. Positive delta S can also help make a reaction product favored. Oh, we don't have a positive delta S. So now the question is, who wins? Who wins? So here's how we're going to approach this problem. And it's all about dispersal of energy. So we're going to write delta S of the universe, delta S of the system, plus delta S of the surroundings. Talked about that on Wednesday. Now, so the system in this case is simply that flask where the reaction is occurring. The system is that flask where the reaction is occurring. The surroundings is everything else. You, me, Alpha Centauri, Pluto, not the comic book Pluto, but the asteroid, wherever it is, Pluto, everything else. So key point, that flask where the reaction is occurring, that's the system. Therefore, delta S reaction equal delta S of the system. So in the system, in the flask, we're asking the question, what's the entropy change? Well, we already know it's negative. It's taking 4 molecules and making 2. And so we find out then that that's our 197 joules per Kelvin. Okay? So now I can go back and read I'm almost there to what I want here, because now and that negative delta S is not helping us make this reaction product favored. But now, so now we got delta S of the universe is the delta S of the system, which is our minus 197 joules per Kelvin, plus delta S of the surroundings. So this is the fun part. So what we're trying to do is calculate this. And we're one number away from that. All we got to do is calculate delta S of the surroundings. And this is what, for me, makes this problem so much fun, because what does that mean? Again, the system is that flask. A reaction with a negative delta H is occurring inside that flask. That means heat is being generated in that flask. And where's that heat going? Out into the universe. Randomly walking O2 and N2 molecules hit that hot flask, and boom, send that energy to randomly walk out into the universe. And so again, key point to get, that negative delta H, that heat, is getting released. And that is what's increasing the entropy of the universe. All those heat that gets dispersed, just like that hot frying pan cooling off on the stovetop when a stove's not on. The heat in that frying pan got dispersed out into the universe by getting hit by randomly walking O2 and N2 molecules and just carrying that heat away. Same thing's happening here. The delta H of the reaction is getting dispersed out into the universe. And that's how we're going to get the entropy of the universe to increase. So we can then write that delta S of the surroundings is simply delta H of the system, the heat released by that, well, let's just call it delta H of the reaction. Same deal. The system is the reaction, and so delta H of the reaction is delta H of the system. Delta S of the reaction is delta S of the system. So it's the delta H of the reaction divided by the temperature with a negative sign in front of it. Now that negative sign is strictly for convenience. It doesn't have any magical meaning. It simply says that if delta H of the reaction is negative, meaning the reaction is producing heat, the heat is on. That's really bad. That negative delta H, since that's going out and get dispersed into the universe, that's got to give us a positive delta S. So that's the only reason that negative sign is there. So that negative sign is there because if the reaction is exothermic and it releases heat out into the universe, then delta S has to have a positive sign. So let's just make sure we understand that concept. We're going to say delta S of the surroundings is negative. There's that negative sign. Negative because delta H is negative. There's that negative sign. Negative 91.8 kilojoules divided by the 298 Kelvin. And so that makes delta S of the surroundings equal to 308 joule per Kelvin. So really important concepts to latch onto. The heat being radiated out of the flask by the negative delta H gets dissipated out in the universe by the random walk, meaning delta S of the universe has to be positive. So now let's put it all together. Now we can put it all together and solve the problem. Because we got, again, delta S of the universe is delta S of the system plus delta S of the surroundings, and now we have all those both of those delta S's. There's the negative one that we were worried about. We were worried about the fact that the reaction had a negative entropy, and that's not helping us. But look at this one. So delta S of the universe is a positive number. Key point to latch on to. Yes, the reaction had a negative entropy change. Oops, that's not helping us make this reaction product favored. But so much heat got dissipated into the universe by the negative delta H of the reaction that that term wins. And in the net, we got a positive number, so therefore the answer to the question is yes, the reaction is product favored at this temperature. So key conceptual things here in this problem that really help me understand this notion of entropy and the interplay between delta H and delta S. That's what this thing illustrates. All right. Now, let's introduce our final player here. Let's introduce our final player here. We're going to introduce a thing called delta G naught, the standard Gibbs free energy change. Or we could just generalize it and say, we'll call it delta G reaction, which is the Gibbs free energy change for the reaction. Now, what do I mean by these two different things? Little naught means standard state. We'll talk about that next. Without the naught, it means doesn't have to be the standard state, doesn't have to be the standard state pressure, doesn't have to be the standard state temperature, could be any experimental conditions that you decide. If it's got the naught, that means standard state, that means standard temperature, standard pressure, standard everything. So that's the difference between these two terms. The one without the naught says, you set this up, pressure, any whatever you delta G for that reaction. The naught one simply says, let's make everything in a standard state, let's make everything at a standard temperature, standard pressure, standard. And that's now, it is the ultimate arbitrary. Delta G, put everything together for us. Simple statements about delta G. Delta G reaction is negative, the reaction is product favored, and delta S universe increases. If delta G reaction is 0, reaction is equilibrium. Finally, uh-oh. Sorry, Ben. To those of you listening in your studio home audience, we just had a technical error where the lecturer stepped on the microphone. I certainly hope your earbuds, ear drums weren't damaged. All right, finally. So there's your...
It's positive.
Oh, positive, sorry. Yes. Thank you. We'll edit that out of the video. You know. Okay, now, yeah. All right, so there are your important statements about delta G reaction. And as I said, the key players are delta H and delta S, and they come together this way. Delta G reaction is equal to delta H reaction plus T delta S reaction. Perhaps the most famous equation in all of physical chemistry, right there. I have not asked you to memorize very many equations this semester. In fact, maybe 2 or 3. But everybody should know that equation. So, what does it say? Seem to have the so what does it say? We said that for a reaction to be product favored, a negative delta H helps. So for a reaction to be product favored, we want to make this negative. Just like we said up there. So a negative delta H would help, wouldn't it? So now we can see why that negative delta H might help, because if we want it to be product favored, we want this to be negative. So if the thing has a negative delta H, great. And then we can see very clearly that a positive delta S would also help. Because a positive delta S of reaction combined with that negative sign right there would make that whole term negative. So now you can see in simple equation form the components of these two things that can make a reaction product favored. A negative delta H will help, because that'll help make that negative. A positive delta S will help. That'll also help make that negative. But remember, in the problem that we just worked, delta S reaction was negative. So that's not helping us. How was it nevertheless spontaneous? Because that term dominated. That negative term dominated. That negative term dominated over the negative delta S in that example. And that leads to another very important point. Temperature. Again, temperature rears its ugly hot head. The importance of this term increases with temperature. The importance of the entropy term increases with temperature. The energy that you get from the entropy term increases with temperature. The energy that you have to consume, if it's a negative entropy term, increases with temperature. So, and what that says is that entropy wins at high temperature. Entropy wins at high temperature. Whatever the delta S is becomes the dominant term at some very high temperature. Now, I, standing here before you, as I've said on many occasions, I am a bag of electrolytes. A lot of water, salts, a few other things floating around in there. Raise me to a very high temperature, and entropy wins. What does it mean, entropy wins? Well, everything liquid and solid in me gets converted to a gas. All my molecules fall apart, and all the atoms of me get dispersed out into the universe. So entropy wins at high temperature. Entropy wants to disperse things out into the universe. And so entropy wins at high temperature. And that's important because what that means is you can have some reaction that has a positive delta H. And you say, oh, darn it, the kernel says a negative delta H helps, and my reaction has a positive delta H. Looks like I'll never get my PhD. But if your reaction also had a positive delta S, right? That positive delta S of your reaction gets multiplied by the temperature. So what that says, at some very high temperature, your reaction is going to be product favored. So as I said, you've got this reaction, your boss comes to you and says, make this reaction or you'll never get your PhD. And so then you look at it and you go, oh no, it's got a positive delta H. I'll never get my PhD. Wait a minute. The kernel said the entropy term gets more important at high temperatures. What's delta S? Oh, delta S, you find out delta S is positive. Yay! You saved the day because even though that might be positive, that's not helping. You're lucky in your reaction, delta S is positive. That tells you at some high temperature, that term will dominate. You get the reaction to go. You get the PhD. You land that high-paying faculty position at some truly prestigious, truly West Coast school. And you have a brilliant research career. And you forever remember your PhD advisor as a wonderful person. All right, I think on that note we'll stop.